All right, we had a little warm up there with Grandmaster Sienna. Get my tactics flowing. That's the reason I played Bullet Brawls earlier in the day. You know, get a little tired as it goes on. I guess I got to move my gong and my bell in case I win some games. Move them a little bit closer here. You know what I mean? All right. Well, welcome to the show, everybody, and thanks for being here. We're gonna play everybody some bullet chess, do some commentary at the same time. Although right now it was hard to turn our attention away from the amazing spectacle that is Hikaru Nakamura right now. It's just he's up 15-3 against Eric Hansen. Slowly making his way toward 3,200. Although if he loses one game, it all falls apart, right? That's what happens when you have such a big rating advantage, though. Along with all the other, 1,000 people watching Hikaru's games right now, I'm duly impressed. Always impressed. Impressed with Eric too. I mean, honestly, 3 out of 15. That's he'll take that. If you ask him, he'll take that. 5 out of 20. He'd probably be up rating points, So it's always interesting to see the difference in level between players like this, players like myself and players like them. But we're here to provide commentary while we play, in case you missed the boat on that. And enough of this ridiculous conversation, right? Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on, shall we? Let's Marvin Gaye and get this thing going, get the party started, do all the things that we were told to do. Hunk Golden, welcome to the show. If it's your first Bullet Brawl, make sure you bring snacks. If it's your first Bullet Brawl. All right, I'm going to Fianchetto and then play for d6 and e5. It's usually the best system to undermine this Stonewall. This is not the best Stonewall, but this bishop on b5 sort of losing a tempo and backing up. It's probably going to cost white. And one of the main things is that you can strike with e5 pretty early. I probably could have already done it last move, even at the cost of a pawn, because as soon as you pry open the dark squares, things become less than desirable for white. So even if he takes everything twice and wins a pawn, it won't really matter because my knight comes to g4. So now he's avoiding that, but it's still not necessarily preventing me from achieving my goal, which is to bust open the dark squares and to take advantage of said kingside position here. All right, well, we'll kick that pony. And FYI, no animals were harmed during the filming of this Bullet Brawl. It was a figure of speech, okay? You never know who you might offend these days. I mean, I know who I might offend. It's pretty much everybody I talk to. But you never know. You never know who you would offend. And so you got to apologize to the vegetarians, to the vegans, to the religious, to the non-religious, to the spiritual, but not so spiritual. Hey, I'm desperate. You know the girl I'm talking about. Not so spiritual. Hey, I'm desperate. But you got to apologize to everybody in advance. So, it is a material world, and I am a material girl. And I tweet a lot of things. So follow me on Twitter. Get involved in the show. You can tweet at me a question. In fact, I should probably open up my Twitter if I'm going to tell people to follow me and tweet at me during the show, huh? That might be a smart decision. All right, that's one game. Hung Golden. Basically, the Stonewall's not very good, guys. And if you're going to play it in such a committed way, you'll notice that the only way they play it at high levels, there's a little more deception involved, something like c3, and if they get somebody to commit like a light square plan, where they're not going to have the potential to play on the dark squares, then you'll see them maybe play e3 and f4, but even then it's rare. I don't think the Stonewall has ever played a high level. The Dutch is, but it's different because the Dutch, again, the Dutch is a little more positionally sound. The Dutch is also considered dubious by a lot of people, just don't tell Hikaru that. But even the Dutch is more positionally sound. Why? Because as soon as you push the pawn and you're committing to a bind on the light squares, the biggest weakness is the light squares behind it here. If they can pry open these diagonals, you have trouble. Well, what has d4 done? d4 has committed a pawn to a dark square in the center, therefore made it a little bit less less possible that they're going to get e4 so quickly. So a lot of the main lines you see white playing the Dutch are like this, and the knight comes out, and they fianchetto the bishop, and they prepare e4. So even the Dutch has a little bit more positional grounding to it than the Stonewall, because as soon as you commit those dark square, that over control there, if your opponent knows to play for the dark squares, it's like, dude, you're not going to get a good position. All right. Yep. Somebody who just tweeted at me, his username is Titanic. First of all, right, is your name Titanic because you're a Leonardo DiCaprio fan, or because you're trying to honor those who lost their lives? Because it better be one or the other. If you say Kate Winslet fan, not only are you not going to get a game, but I'm probably going to kick you off my site. No, I'm kidding. I love Kate Winslet. Love her to death. Love her to death, All right, we're developing against Tigamax. Hedgehog. Who does this guy think he is? Hikaru Nakamura? Only Hikaru can play this way. And you know that. A lot of pieces. Let's get somebody on the light square, shall we? He's irritating me. I wanted to get somebody in on the light squares. Well, I'm not going to give up hope just yet. And, yeah. Take there. Development is key. Always has been. Always has been key, that whole developing thing. And the first bell rung of the day. Tigamax, I know you feel honored. You're the first person to get his bell rung today. Congratulations. Congratulations to you, my man. Alex Tigner from Twitter. Wait. Alex Tigner's name is not Titanic. It is Tigamax. Oh, my bad for the whole Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet tangent. I don't know where that came from anyway. Awkward. All right. Well, I'm going to check on some tech here real quick because I'm a little bit nervous that there's an issue going on here. And I'll BRB. Don't go anywhere. BRB. All right, we're back. All right, let's go check on Nakamura's scandalous treatment of the chess brawl. Oh, he drew. Chess brawl drew. Wait a second. Remember when I left, it was 3-16. So that means, if you count just the last couple games, they've split. They've each won one and drawn one. You can tell because Hikaru isn't restarting the game right away. It must be really hard to be so high rated. I'm serious about that. I'm not being facetious. I'm suggesting that it's just like so even harder to be human. I mean, Hikaru is so much higher rated than all the rest of us mortals that even a draw and or a loss, I mean, it's just worth so many points. So I'm not sure what happened here, but it looked like Hansen was the one pushing for a win. So Hikaru was perhaps lucky to draw that. We got a weird hybrid King's Indian here. Hikaru's trying for checkmate without really any reason to do so. And Eric attacks on the queen side early. Hitting the d6 pawn is really key for this structure because it's what holds the whole thing together. And he's attacking both the lead and the base pawns. That's a good way to take apart a pawn chain. Okay, now here comes the g file. Yeah, looks like Eric had his A game going this game. And although after losing that pawn, it seems like Hikaru should probably be fine. Maybe he missed this idea with the bishop coming to d3, right? Sort of a strategical, at least as far as Bullet is concerned, a strategical pawn sacrifice to give up that pawn and pry open the diagonal against the king. And I think that was probably regrettable by Hikaru because now he was in big trouble. Big trouble, little China. Though if I had to pick most of the time, given how many moves have been played, I still would have said Hikaru was going to win because he probably was up on time at this point. But no. Losing a piece and a second piece was a big problem, and Eric had enough time to go on, though not to win the game, right? Even when he's down a whole piece and several pawns, Hikaru still managed to draw. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh wait, they are still playing? Are they? I can't tell who's playing. Oh, they are still playing. Okay, 18.5, 4.5. So yeah. Now Hikaru seems to be back on track. He obviously won the next game. He's in a dragon here. Yeah, as soon as c4 comes in, this is just smashville for Eric. Rook to c8 is coming by Hikaru. And probably something after the a-pawn. Yeah, why not just go after it? See how many moves of Hikaru's I can predict in a row, right? He's going to take it, bishop back to d7. Ah, no, he went to c2 and f5. Same by, oh, he's got checkmate on the a-file. That's why Hikaru's that much better. Because he saw that a little bit faster than I would. And that makes a huge difference. That's worth about 300 rating points of Bullet. So, all right. Well, now we're going to get back to playing some games. Get back to playing some games. For the people that are following, you can follow Hikaru's games in silence and follow my games in action. We have Seahawks fan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, I know you. And you can count. So that's good. Good for you. Although you're going to need about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million fans to make up for the Seahawks flaws this year. Am I right? Am I right? Come on. Go on. Get excited about that little football joke. Football reference on a chess site, Danny. Nobody's happy about that. Pull it together. Okay. I get it. I get it. I get what you're saying. All right. I hear you. I hear you big time. Whoa. Somebody is probably going to get checkmated. And it's probably not going to be me. Someone's probably going to get checkmated, and it's probably not. I don't even know if it's sound. It doesn't even matter to me. It just felt right, and so I did it. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's what chess is about, doing what feels right. And saying, you know, caution to the wind. Follow your heart. What does your heart tell you, Frodo? What does Kate Blanchett say? Does that even happen? It's like Galadriel, you don't even actually, you know, you're not that important to the storyline, all right? Get over it. I know Peter Jackson had to have his Kate Blanchett fix, right? You know he did. PJ. Whatever happened to PJ? He's been real out of control lately with the Hobbit movies. I mean, seriously. It's like put PJ on a leash, as I've said before. I wanted to sack and mate. I wanted to sack and mate, but it didn't exist. The mate did exist. Someone's getting their bell rung. Woohoo! I love it. I love it. All right, we got a lot of other players coming at us here. We got players from Twitter. We got players from the site. We got everybody. I'm gonna go on a declining fest right now. See who I can bring into the action. You know why? Because it's a free country and a free website. If I don't want to play you, I don't have to. Just because I run a show doesn't mean I'm obligated. All right? I'm a human being with feelings, or at least I'm a human being. You know what I mean? That's a lot of declines. I'm just declining people like crazy. Challenge me again. If I decline you and you challenge me again, I know you actually love me, right? If you love someone, let them go and see if they come back. You know who taught that to me? my mom because she had sold my dog. Dog never came back. I fell out of love with that dog shortly thereafter. You know what I mean? That's a reality. That's a true story. Okay, we got 1.5 million peeps. 1.5 million peeps. All right, Rhino0411. You're a regular customer. Can't turn away paying customers. We'll check in on that Hikaru Eric Hansen match. This is a special death match. A special Bullet Brawls because we have the honor of watching Hikaru Nakamura violate the chess bras. So it's a special day. Special day when you get to see one GM violate another GM. You know what I mean? And just on the board, just completely just go for it. Special day, that day is. How do we want to do this? I think we'll keep the pony or keep the bishop. No, we will keep the pony, yeah? And we will bring up the rook. Yeah, we want to bring the rook into the action, yeah? We want to put the rook here. And then we want to kick the knight, get out of here. And then we want to slice the queen. And then we are going to take on f6 and we are going to deliver some sort of Anastasia checkmate on h7, yeah? Yeah. Oh no, he says, no, you're not. He says, no, you ain't. You ain't delivering no checkmate on me, boy. Don't be so sure about that, Captain. Don't be so sure about that, homie. Murphy's Law. All that can happen will happen. Or, as I like to say, a Matthew McConaughey quote from a movie. I live my life by Matthew McConaughey quotes, and don't you forget it. Well, what did we learn from this game? Because we want to keep these brawls as educational as possible. We had a Taimanov, kind of Sicilian with bishop b4. Bishop b4 early is... Am I supposed to go for the queen g4 line? No, I think knight b5 is fine, and this is all okay. Oop, the Hansen got another game, bringing Hikaru to his knees at the brink of 3100. Let's watch. Hikaru playing this horrible Pierce again with an early queen trade. Guaranteed a slight edge for white. But the point is, planning and comfort are more important often than the quality of the moves. At least there's got to be a balance, right? Quality of move meets moves you can play quickly, and planning and comfort. I mean, Hikaru knows right where to put his pieces in this position, knows exactly what he's trying to do. And as you can see, it's like he's already back to being better. I mean, Black's position is completely solid. He's going to put a rook on d8. He's going to kick that knight to an awkward square. And the thing you feel the most is the time disadvantage. At this point, Hikaru might as well be up a pawn. Play c6 first to stop that. Then he's going to bring the rook to d8. Then he's going to put the knight on c5 or b6, one or the other. And Hansen will probably be down material before he loses on time. Nice move. Now he'll be knight d6 or rook d8. Okay, finally brings that rook to d8 as I wanted. Put a knight on b3, and everybody's happy. Give a check first. Take. The rook's going to come to d1. Oh, he should have played rook d1. Carl probably should have just popped right into d2 immediately. Forgotten about the pawn, yeah. But he does it. He gets it. And Hansen picks up the speed. But is it enough? Is it enough to hold on? Absolutely not. Again, but if you told me Hansen had 5.5 out of 21.5, 5.5 to 21.5 before, I would say sounds like a good day for the chess brawl, you know, because this is super rough. This is pretty much the toughest opponent you can possibly face on planet Earth, you know. So yeah. All right, more good stuff. More good stuff on the special Bullet Brawl as we continue to watch Hikaru go on the wrecking ball. Go on the wrecking ball that is his own Bullet Brawl right now. That's what Bullet Brawl is all about. I'm going to find myself a title player. I want to find myself a title player to play like Hikaru's got. I want to find myself a soulmate. Put my queen on b6 and hit b2. Oh, no, cackle. Put the bishop on e6, and then one way to take advantage of the knight on b3 early is a5 and a4, like we saw Hikaru did. If he allows it, I'll get a5, a4, and a3 and undermine the diagonal. So he says no, Scott. He says, but now I'm going to kick his bishop and put my bishop on e6. Ooh, bishop pair. Yes, please. Sign me up. If he puts the knight on d5, I'll take. If he goes there, I'm going to prevent castles and capture on b3. If I can play bishop takes queen, ooh, nope, no reason to. He still can't castle, so that's a big problem for him. He's probably going to try to play queen f2, but I can even just take and take c3 now, right? I'm up a pawn, and isn't that what life is all about? No, life is all about preventing castling and checkmating. I was testing you. You barely passed. You barely passed. We'll take on b2. Uh-oh. Now life is actually about letting him get castled. Oh, no. Not going to let him get castled. I thought he was going to take. I would have had to play bishop c4, although I still prevented him from castling there. So it would have been good enough. Now we will bring the queen to the c-file and get jiggy with it. Maybe give this check. I don't know why. That didn't seem like a very useful check now that I think about it. But okay, the game continues. We're still going to try to checkmate him in the middle of the board if we have our way. Is that a rook, or are you just happy to see me here, buddy? I think that was a rook there. Ooh, I'd like to do something else nasty. What can I do? Go there. Bring it in here. And deliver the goods? No. Deliver the goods that way. Who wants to ring it? All right, little Timmy, it's your turn. Ring the bell. Timmy. Timmy, don't be shy. Ring the bell on camera. Come on, Timmy. Ring the bell. Okay, I'll do it for you, Timmy. There you go. There you go. All right, Dominguez Ajedrez. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Thank you for being you. Now, we're going to play, maybe we'll play a Ruy Lopez. We'll play a Lopez, a Spanish game, as it is called. Early d6 is not the best, not your best decision possible, but certainly playable. Okay, well now you're in real trouble and you're losing material early and often. We'll talk a little bit about why this early d6 line is not ideal, even if Dominguez hadn't blundered material, okay? We'll do that in just a minute. Checking in on the tweets. Checking in on the tweets. We got people coming in, tweeting at us if they want to get a Bullet Brawl game. Of course, you don't have to. You can also just challenge me in Chess.com. Hi, Twitch TV chat people. I love you. I'm not ignoring you. Deal with your insecurity issues, okay? Deal with it. I'm going to play f4 and e5 if I get a chance. And yeah, no, just put the queen on d4. The queen belongs in the center. She's a beast. Not early queen in the center. But ooh, he wants a quick mate. You know, you gotta, silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. You gotta give him props on that though. He wasn't giving up, right? He wanted that trick. He wanted that back rank mate. I've done worse things, as all of you know. I've fallen into worse mates. But let's back up and give Dominguez a little bit of education. And for everybody else who doesn't necessarily have a repertoire against the Lopez worked out, you know, whether it's like a Berlin and you know the theory there, or whether you play the main lines with a6, there's a lot of theory in all those, and of course there's plenty of time and room to make mistakes after that. But to play early d6 is you're just submitting to a slightly worse middle game every time. Not only do you eliminate the most aggressive types of Spanish games for black these days, like the Archangel systems where you get the bishop outside the pawn chain, but the early commitment to protect the pawn with the other pawn, allowing the pin, it makes it so that my push of d4 that happens early is much more powerful. I don't even have to do the normal Spanish plan where I prepare it and try to get two pawns, because the tactics after d4 takes, even if you played the correct move, which is bishop to d7 to not go down a ton of material, this structure is one that is just super easy for white to play. I can also take with the knight and then retreat my bishop back to d3, which is another way to do it. But basically, the structure is a 4-on-3, and you don't have the same. You're not officially down a pawn here, if you want to be technical about material. But your 4-on-3 is clearly not nearly as healthy as my 4-on-3, and my 4-on-3 is a middle game beast, because a 4-on-3 on the king side allows you to hide your king behind two pawns, which you can't do behind three pawns, right? Because if you push both, there's always an open diagonal against your king. So in this situation, white gets an easy space advantage. It's like a Scotch game structure, and it's just so, it's a dubious approach, even if you hadn't played what you did in the game, which is, of course, you were trying to play fast and bullet, but you just blundered on c6, and that was all she wrote, really. So there you go. Let's continue to truck along here. Play another new player, Zion447. Welcome to the show. You are a newbie. And we welcome newbies here. We got nothing against newcomers, right? Except that you have to eat a cucumber. Whoa, snap. Didn't see that coming. Newcomer cucumber, homie. Are you not playing? All right, let's take on Billy Bazooka. He's probably trying to trick me into a bullet simul, that guy. That Zion guy. I knew it. He was trying to trick me into a bullet simul. I think they know that if they wait long enough, I will always play a bullet simul. These guys just know it, especially when it's like 1-0. They know they have a real good chance to win. I'll probably lose both these games. I mean, let's be honest. Is it even possible to keep up in a bullet simul really these days? Hardly. When you have 1-0, no. The answer is you just can't. You just can't keep up, really. I'm going to do my best here to keep up and do so. But I'm going to lose because I can't pre-move like I want to. Ugh. And now in this game, I'm just like losing. Trying to get some trades here. Does anybody know what I'm doing here? Because I certainly don't. I'm not even thinking right now. I'm just like walking into making his whole life so much easier. I'm walking into making his whole life so much easier. And I'm down a whole bunch on time. I blew it. Drew! Sacrificed a whole bunch of rating points, but I drew. I went 1.5 out of 2. Yeah, the game with Billy Bazooka was hardly fair, right? We started out on even footing, and I was dealing with Zion over here, the bullet simul trickster. Yeah, a lot of good that did you, buddy. You still lost about 23 seconds. Maybe next time, don't try to trick the host into playing a bullet simul. All right? Next. Good job, Billy Bazooka. You held on, buddy. You got nervous, though. Because obviously you were totally winning. And okay, we have another one of these strange, I forget what this line is even called. It's a bad Sveshnikov or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention when I was learning it. We'll keep the pieces on the board. Do we really even care? I guess we do. Fine, we'll go there. Put the bishop on f5. Do some funkiness. Yeah, a little tough for him. He doesn't have a lot of moves. The knight's kind of stuck, huh? That's the issue here. Seemed a little unnecessary. What? Oh, dude, that was adorable. What you just did was absolutely adorable. Okay? Creatively insane, but adorable. Okay? You brought your king to f5 to guard a knight on e4. We're not worthy. Man, Pure Defiance is a stud. Only studs bring their king to defend a knight on e4. That was awesome, man. Seriously. That was awesome. All right. Let's go look for a title player. Do we got anybody who wants to jump on this gravy train? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? What's going on with Hikaru while we wait for a title player to jump on the train? 28.5 to 6.5. Still about right where we left him. 3,100 even. Like, does Hikaru just like want to wear these guys down? I mean, just like physically, I'm serious. I mean, it's an athletic trial to play hours and hours of Bullet like this. It's insane, and quite the trial. That's the truth. The reason why, if Hansen had taken that, it would have been a nightmare because Black would have won the rook on d6. I could try to show you the tactics, but it'd be too long, and he loses anyway. But yeah, well, Hikaru's going to continue to push, gaining only 2 points of victory. But again, the margin of victory is pretty close to that 5 out of 20 mark, right? That's what Hansen needs to be successful. Maybe not even. Maybe only 3 or 4. Okay, let's see. Who wants to come and play on the Bullet Brawl? Who wants some? Who wants to play on the Bullet Brawl? Come on, title players. I know you're out there. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, do I want to do it? Do I want to play this guy? I really hate that guy who does commentary while he plays. What's his name again? Oh, yeah, Rensch. What a tool, right? All right. Come on, peeps. We're watching Hikaru play, which is always fun. Always a good decision. I'm going to see if I got more people coming here. I'll seek another one, too. Seeking some games so we can get our own little battle going here. I'm getting jealous with all of Hikaru, found his soulmate here. Someone to play 50 games with him. Look at this. Look at this grind town. That's a space advantage if you're keeping track at home. He's got a queenside pawn. Not necessarily majority, but he's got the tension advantage. It's like a grip, which is when your pawns are advanced enough that that they grip the other person's structure where no trade they can make is advantageous for them. It either leaves an isolated pawn or a backward pawn or gives you a mini majority. So a grip is something you can establish in an equal pawn majority. What, Danny? Show us more. Danny, teach us of this so-called grip you refer to. Oh, I'll feed you, baby birds. Right now, let me teach you that grip. Let me teach you. Come to me. I just started an analysis board. You're invited. Clear board. What I'm talking about, the basic grip might be something that I have to keep the kings on the board, but even though it's not exactly the whole point of the structural advantage, we will keep the kings on the board to show you what the grip is. It's education, kids. So, okay, here we have a pawn space advantage in one way, not exactly similar to the grip that Hikaru had, but we'll look at that next. And the point is, as you create tension, you create a scenario where their pawns are frozen because you're gripping their structure. If they ever take you, you take, and this pawn rocks the world. Okay, you know what I mean? Oh, I forgot to press, I can do it now, so I'll press legal. With white, what? Oh, I got a game. All right, game on. Forget about this, forget about the whole grip thing. I'll come back and show you that later, everybody. We got Tact 49 in the house. In the hizzy folk rizzy. In the hizzy folk rizzy. All right. Right. Snoop Deal Double G. Snoop Deal Double G. I know even more about grass. Snoop Deal Double G. I don't think you could be have spent any time in the 90s without knowing how to knowing Snoop Deal Double G, right? And what it says, what it's all about. What's going on, Tac 49? You're spending a lot of time thinking, homie. What you thinking about? I guess it's a 1-1 game. I should be aware of that. Though I do enjoy a good time advantage. Oh, along with a nice scotch. It's always a good thing to remember that the quality of my moves could actually have a bearing on this game. I know, that's a new concept for me. Thank you, everybody. Kyle Rasmussen, Tiki, all the tweeters coming at us hard, looking for their chance to play in the Bullet Brawl. Right now, we have a match going on between Me and a guy who lives in a van down by the river. Whoa, wait a second. That's not supposed to be any good from what I remember. My daddy done told me it ain't any good to go this route. I'm gonna go take it. Let's go win a pawn. All right. It's going online. I know what I'm about. Mm-hmm. That's a good move, actually. Put that guy there. C3? Or just rook e1? We'll play c3. Keeps everybody protected for now. Put that knight on c5. All right, let's get our back rank freed here in a minute, shall we? No, we'll put the king on f1 so we can play rook e1. Bring the knight around. Chekaruski, offer the trade. Take, shake and bake. Kevin Bacon style. Let's be a little careful here. He's winning his pawn back. Like a dirty scoundrel. He's gonna get a draw, huh? It's gonna be a draw. All right, I got nothing. Draw, buddy. You did it. You weaseled your way out. Opposite colored bishops. Frustrating. All right, we have a Sicilian commencing. A dragon on the docket. A Rosalimo. Right, a Rosalimo. Rhymes with hippopotamus. My rhymes are bottomless. Not actually. We'll take it. We'll take it and do something funky. Queen in the center to guard e6, and maybe I can play e5 and undermine the position of this knight here. That's partly my idea. Can also put my knight on f5 and hit d4, perhaps. If he guards d4, I'd still like to play e5 and undermine his knight. No. He indirectly guards d4, or so he says he does. He says he has some sort of discovery that I should be worried about. I'll call his bluff. I don't see it. I don't see the discovery that should put fear in my little boots. Oh, and they are little. My boots are little. Get off of that diagonal. Do the smart thing. Do the smart thing for once in your life, Danny. I'd really love to have something here. Not happy with my technique in 2 back-to-back games where I felt like I was better. I think I'm winning in the endgame. Whoa. He doesn't believe me, huh? I'm not winning? He escapes with a draw again. He might have been winning in that final position. Was he winning? He might have been winning. I gotta pull it together, guys. Pulling it together right now. Hence, commence pulling it together. That's what's going on right now. Ooh, that's not very good. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go for it. We will go for it. When was the last time we had a feel-good Disney movie? Anybody? What was my last feel-good Disney movie? Tweet at me and get a 1-month gold membership. What do I consider the last feel-good Disney movie? Like, no, okay. Correction. Feel-good Disney movie about a team sport, about a sport, athletics. Yeah, right. Frozen, Inside Out, no. These positions usually are just like a nightmare for the person playing them if they take on e5, so I'm going to go for it. I'm not paying attention. I'm really tired right now. This is a tough day for me. I'm tired. I gotta pull it together here. For some reason, I thought I could do this. I guess not. Sorry, tweeters, not paying attention to you right now, this second. Trying to win my first game against this title player. Finally, I pull it together. We got the greatest game ever played, Glory Road, Invincible, Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans. That would be it, but that would be it. But Remember the Titans is actually a great movie, like regardless of a Disney feel-good movie. So it's actually not. Nobody has gotten the movie that I consider to be the last truly great feel-good movie by Disney. Feel-good team win movie. Somebody guessed Miracle on Ice, also good. Was that Disney? I guess so. Probably was. Isn't everything Disney? Everything's Disney now. It's all Disney. All day. All the time. They own everything. Playing weird bullet chess. Interesting. Where's he going with that? Anywhere? I don't think so. I think he's underestimating that I'm actually threatening to sack there. I only didn't do it before because the d-pawn was hanging, but I think I actually have some threats with the rook coming up. I didn't have to. I could have brought the rook up right away, right? That might have been the prophylactic thing to do. Ooh, he's forcing a queen strike. That's only a little irritating. Hence the sarcasm in my voice. Should I take it? I could. Take it and keep a big center. This was the worst game ever. In case you guys are wondering, you've been looking your whole life for who's going to play the worst game ever. I did. It just happened. Ah. Uh-oh. That'll do it right there. That'll get it. That'll get the game. Well, it took a long time, but I think I'm finally going to resign. It took a long time for him to get me. All right. What do we got? Looks like somebody Cool Runnings. I love Cool Runnings. I also love the winner, Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks was a great one, right? Goldberg. Who doesn't remember Goldberg? What a classic Disney character, right? Goldberg. Yeah, no, Cool Runnings. Remember the Titans. Mighty Ducks, some good. We need a team movie like that about chess. You need like a Mighty Ducks movie about chess. That's what chess needs. None of these other pawn sacrifice things. We need a Mighty Ducks movie about chess. That's what we need. Don't quite know what he's doing in this line. But then again, I don't know what I'm doing either. So, I guess we're even. He wants a queen trade, huh? I guess we'll just bring another piece to the D file. That D6 pawn's looking awfully weak. I'd love to go gobble up that pawn, but I think I could just take here first. And then do it. Seems to make a little bit more sense. I'd like to trap his knight, but I don't see a way to do that. Not immediately, anyway. So we'll push. Uh-oh. How am I possibly getting myself in trouble in this position? I don't even know, but I am. Somehow I'm doing it. Somehow I'm actually doing it. Who knows? Oh, that's the best of 5, right? Bang the gong. You get it. You get it. Obviously, I'm a little enthusiastic today. I want to ride this guy back to 2,500. I'm not happy with how I've been playing. Let's ride the Dark Knight back to 2,500, shall we? I'm not finishing today's Bullet Brawl until I'm above 2,500. You can mark my words on that. Weird position, right? Certainly seems to be weird to me. Hmm. This is not good. Look at this. This is like the worst Smith Mora for black ever. But he doesn't have anything concrete, so now he's going for cheapos. Hmm. That ruins my plans. My plans to just gang up on the B pawn with no counterplay. But not fully. That ruins my plans. But maybe I can still draw. I'd like to find a way to get more than a draw here. Oh, I just blundered checkmate. You didn't see it. Rook h7 was mate. I might still lose, though, now after my horrible chess moves. I might still lose. I'm going to still lose. Correction, not might. Oh, nope, he's misplaying it. Maybe. Almost misplaying it. Yeah, that was correction. That was the worst game ever played in the history of bad games. All right, let's do this again. You're not going anywhere. Tac 4-9. It's all day, baby. All day, all night. Time to pick up my game and play a higher quality level of chess that I know I'm capable of. Right here, right now, it's happening. I'm going to try this strange line in the Sveshnikov that I did again, where I give up the bishop pair early. Or sorry, I win the bishop pair early, but I don't go for the traditional Sveshnikov structure. Something weird. Something to maybe take a little time off his clock, right? I don't know that that was the best trade of his, trading the e-pawn for those two queenside pawns, because if he takes there, I'm taking with check. Or am I? Maybe I even take with the knight. Interesting, right? Wow, this is going to get weird. I think I'm going to take here. Wait, he has queen a5 check. Whoa, I didn't see that. This whole position is an absolute mess now. Put the king on f2 maybe and try to run away. Right? Try to run away. Run home jack. Run home, Jack. Look at that. King on h4. Boom. Don't ever tell me I'm afraid to walk my king up the board. I thought he was going to play g5. Okay, but now I get my king back in, and that feels good. Let's go after his knight. Uh-oh. I didn't see that coming. Try to trade queens. Okay. He wants to put his knight on g4 or d3. Both make sense. But d3 makes less sense, so we'll invite it that way. Can I take? I could, but maybe this is better. Oh no, he's winning the a-pawn with check. Darn it, I'm getting myself in trouble. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Chug, chug, chug. I can only assume I can't survive this. Resistance is futile with this position, right? Certainly would seem so. Oh, he has a sweet mate? No, he doesn't. Oh, he has that move. That works. Stalemate? I'm falling apart here, guys. I'm falling apart at the seams. I can't see straight. I gotta pick up my chess. I've got a lot of work to do now. All right. Let's do it. Let's get to work. Let's get to work and make a comeback. No more losses from here on out. No more losses. Hitting e4, I guess, trying to avoid the d6 pawn becoming the biggest target in the position. Should I play for a6 and b5 and then b4? Maybe that undermines the e4 pawn. Perhaps. Perhaps I should. b4 is coming. b4 is coming. He's going to put a bishop on d3. Knight e5 is an idea to take and open the diagonal. But okay, it's not my favorite idea. How should I handle this position? Knight e5 looks okay, actually. Maybe I am going to go for that. These double pawns are often very useful in this type of structure. He doesn't like them either, for him. Okay. He's speeding up, which is good for him. Speeding up. He's been down on time. I'd love to win this pawn somehow, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Sounds nice. Sounds real nice. Back to threatening. Ooh. I'd love to take there. He's getting f7. But I guess I can castle now. Why not? And renew the threat on e4. Blundering away. Okay, he didn't see it. I should sack, huh? I really probably should just sack. And try to attack on the dark squares. Like that. How is this not just a bowl full of jelly right now? Oh. Time. Time is part of the reason it's not a bowl. Oh, knight d5 was perhaps stronger. Not a lot of time anymore. Just getting outplayed here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's called being on tilt, kids. It's called being on tilt. You're watching it. You're watching it happen right now. You're watching these positions gone wrong. I gotta find somebody who's higher rated so I can gain my rating points back. It's hardly even fair. Who else is out there that might be higher rated, huh? To come in and play me. So I can get my 2,500 back. This is a strange line in the Chess.com. It's playable though. This is all theory. He actually knows it. Amazing. Not many people know this line, especially not off the top of their heads. But he's played it right so far. Now I can take on a6 though, I think. But I don't even want to. I just want to defend. And then I come back. Are you guys having fun yet? Are you having fun? I hope so. I hope the entertainment is working for you. Because ultimately, this better be entertaining because it's abusive. They're like, it better be entertaining because it's a train wreck. If I lose, I gotta go find somebody else who's a little closer to my rating level so I can gain my points back. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna finish this brawl above 2,500 as promised. As promised. I like to deliver on my promises. Yeah, we'll play this one. All typical dragon. But I've had typical before. Hasn't stopped me from blundering away the game. He's lulling me to sleep with his time management. He's lulling me into blunders. He's basically cheating. Oh, that's funny. He's basically cheating because he's winning. All right? That's what's going on here. He's cheating. That's the only reason why this is happening. And when I say cheating, I guess I shouldn't use that term so loosely in chess because I'm completely kidding. I'm completely kidding. But in chess, I guess people freak out when you say that, right? No, I should probably try to play some high quality chess moves too, huh? Takes, there. How should I deal with this? I should be a little careful, honestly. He might transition into an endgame that it's actually not so bad for him if I'm not careful. So I'm going to see if he wants to transition this way and fix my structure. I'm going to guess he's going to say no, and then I'm going to play d5. This was my idea. This was my idea. That's the idea, anyway. I guess I'll unpin this way. It looks like it should work. Offer a rook trade? Why not? Double. I'm just hoping I don't blunder right now. I'm real tired. Bring that up. Oh, blundered. Blundered. Oh, wait, check. If I check, he takes, and then I take. I think I'm winning. Oh, no, I'm not. It's just a check. It was close, though. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm completely falling apart right now, guys. What? Oh, I won. Oh my gosh. I won a game. For the love of all that is holy. For the love of all that is holy, it's time to pick it up now. I have to win every game from here on out. That's the psychological trick I'm going to do with myself now. Psychological tricking myself. And we'll see how that psychological trick goes. Need to get him playing faster, get him out of his comfort zone. I like it. I like what's going. He doesn't like to play fast. I like that. I'm going to try to change the center structure here. Invite him to give us the bishop pair if he wants it. If he would like to give us the bishop pair, we will be much obliged and capture. Put the knight on d4 and the rook on d1 and gang up on the pawn. Seems to make some sense of it all. Makes some sense. He wants knight e4. That's why I didn't play queen to d2. Ah, but I don't have bishop e3 like I originally thought. It's tricky. Have to be very careful here. I thought I had bishop e3 originally. Hopefully he'll blunder into queen d6 and then I have bishop f4. Change the battery. Change the game. Change the batteries. Play with your toys. Change the batteries. Charge the flashlight. Just doing random change the batteries things. Saying random things right now. Okay, I'd still love to do something on that isolated pawn. I'd love to get all kinds of stuff going. I'm going to rook lift. See if that helps. Come over. Perhaps then I can try to get this trade going. Now he's got to kind of back up, I think. I don't even want to take, though. I want to undermine. That's what I want to do. Up a pawn, but this is not an easy endgame to win, to be honest. I need to play good moves. Does a trade favor me? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think a trade favors me. Meaning I don't think it increases my winning chances. Now we'll go this way. He missed that. The rook is hanging. I need my afternoon show. That's what I need. I need my afternoon coffee. I just don't want to lose the match to this guy, honestly. And I want to get back above 2,500. I want to pick up my game and do it. I don't know if I'm able to do it, though, guys. I lost way too many games. I may have to break my first ever Bullet Brawl promise. After all, you are all my children, right? It's only right that I should break some promises to you. Go after the c-pawn here. If I may be so kind. Kind of a strange scenario here, actually. A little awkward for me, honestly. I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of my position. For a minor piece trade. I got to get some freedom. You know what I mean? Got to get some freedom for my pieces. So offering some trades to see if I can do that. Knight there. That looks good. He's advancing pawns like there's no tomorrow. If he doesn't stop it, I'll take on b4 and then play queen b6 check. But he stopped it. So I open up the diagonal. Ooh, though, wait a second. That gives me the c5 square. I'm kind of happy about that. I know what he wants. He wants... Oh, darn it. I'm kind of messing this up slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, I am messing this up. Yeah, and now there's things hanging. Unless I have some kind of trick. Not good. Not good. Everybody's trying to trick me, it feels like. Feels like everyone's trying to trick me here. That's because they are, Danny. That's part of the game. Uh-oh. Yeah, he saw it. Alright, may just have to call it one of those bullet brawls where I get manhandled. I just don't have it today, guys. Don't have it today. I do not have it today. That is for sure. Yeah, plenty of time. All right, guys. Well, not my day. All right, I'm gonna lick my wounds, you know, and try to provide you guys a little bit of a better experience next time. Pro tip: start the Bullet Brawl earlier, not after an all-day session of regular Chess.com work. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and thank you for forgiving me in advance for my broken promise about the Bullet Brawl. I appreciate all the followers. Everybody give me your username. You're all on my radar for future games. Some of you are repeats, but a lot of you look to be new, so you'll be on the show next time, all right? Sorry about my inability to deliver today. Peace out.